Well, it's a few years since we did our first 100 broadcasts of Guitar Club, and a lot of guitar music has passed under guitar bridges since then, reverberated, scintillated, tintinnabulated its way around the world since those days. And today, the stalwarts of our Guitar Club group here are joined by Frenessy Watson, Bert Jansch, and our American guest, Tom Paxton. For over the last few years, millions of new guitarists have come. Old styles have been revived, new styles are rampant. But one style that's always fresh and interesting is that of our old Guitar Club group here, led by the maestro, Ike Isaacs. And they're starting us off all acoustic, no electric amplification gadgets on this. Now, this is a tune from way, way back, before my time, actually, but these gentlemen here remember the song, You Took Advantage of Me. So far, well, this is the first of a short series of the new Guitar Club show, and on show there, Ike Isaacs and the Guitar Club group. Now, our first guest today is one of a small number of British guitarists who've become well known in the last 2 years for their interest in blues and folk music, and in the fact that they write most of the songs they sing and the instrumentals they play. Now, Bert Jansch has made several LPs, but this is his first broadcast. So with a song of his own that warns of the evils of hard liquor, here is Bert Jansch.
Whiskey man, driving me out of my mind. Whiskey man, hey, whiskey man, driving me out of my mind. Just one little glass you offered me, and now I can't live without. Won't you set me free? I beg of you to leave me alone once more. Hey, whiskey man, driving me out of my mind. Whiskey man, hey, whiskey man, driving me out of my mind. Now there's a man I knew who lost his soul and follows you everywhere. Now you can do what you won't get me to suffer your sins anymore. Hey, whiskey man, driving me out of my mind. Whiskey man, hey, whiskey man, driving me out of my mind. an evil dream of a battle between you and me. I came to you to hide my grief, but you smother my life with your lies. Hey, whiskey man, driving me out of my mind. Hey, whiskey man, driving me out of my mind. Driving me out of my mind. Driving me out of my mind.
Bert Jansch and the terrors of whiskey. But our second guest today holds no terrors, only a love song in Spanish from the voice and guitar of Frenessy Watson.
Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte otra vez. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Pienso que tal vez mañana yo estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte amor. Que tengo miedo perderte amor.
Well, our American guest on Guitar Club today is Tom Paxton, a folk singer and writer of songs, many songs, children's songs, love songs, protest songs. In fact, his songs were known in this country before we actually met Tom as a performer, but Tom's here in person now, and I believe this year you've actually done an Albert Hall concert already, Tom.
Yes, I just finished one. Judy Collins and I and the incredible string band performed, and it was absolutely jammed and a fantastic night, beautiful night.
Well, on a concert like that, you sing about, 45 minutes or an hour on your own, do you?
I sang an hour, exactly.
Well, unfortunately, we haven't got that much time today, but I hope we've got time for at least a couple of your own songs, I suppose.
Yes, I'll sing my own songs today. I like to sing folk songs if I can, but today I'll sing mine. First one is a song actually inspired by some young Americans I met over here who were spending lots of time in London, and the song is called Leaving London.
With a dark and rolling sea between my true love and me, I keep walking through this cold, hard town. While I wait for better days, I could use a place to stay, or a floor where I could lay my blanket down. If I could beg, steal, or borrow ticket on some ship or plane, I'd be leaving London tomorrow to fly to my own love again. Up at dawn to change my shirt and to wash away the dirt, and it's over to American Express. Not one letter did I find, no, she didn't send one line, though I know she has my forwarding address. If I could beg, steal, or borrow ticket on some ship or plane, I'd be leaving London tomorrow to fly to my own love again. Last night the troubadour was so full they barred the door, and I sang a song she knows quite well. But it wouldn't take too long to make up another song for a lonesome and a last farewell. If I could beg, steal, or borrow a ticket on some ship or plane, I'd be leaving London tomorrow to fly to my own love again.
Tom Paxton. And time to hear from our resident guitar club group. And I ought to introduce the gentlemen of the orchestra, led by Ike Isaacs, the bearded Rajah from Rangoon. Now, on second guitar today, from behind the redolent fumes of those newfangled curry cigarettes, is Ray Dempsey, who, like Eartha Kitt, was once a member of the Catherine Dunham dance troupe as a guitarist. And on bass, another much-travelled musician, Brian Brocklehurst, recently in Japan, and if you ever see anybody cycling round the West End with a double bass on its back, it's Brian. And if you ever see a motorised vibraphone standing by a parking meter, it'll belong to Reg Whale, who's driven it into Guitar Club's studio today. Now, on drums, or what the French more appropriately call the batterie, we have Denny Piercy, who's usually heard introducing the chat on Parade of the Pops. Well, today it's a triumph of mind over patter. And here they all are together, led by composer, guitarist Ike Isaacs, into his tune, After Hours. After whose? Written and played by Ike Isaacs with the Guitar Club group. Well, the guitar today seems to encourage composers, and our guest Bert Jansch has a song of his own for us, Running from Home.
Running from home, breaking ties that you've ground. catching dreams from the clouds. The city sounds burn so, turn your head to the cries of loneliness in the night. Just like a fly when it's caught, the spider soon takes its prey, spins a dance round your heart. Yet be your beauty and age a pleasure pleasing my mind, your heart will shatter and fall. Step on pavement so old, cast a glance at the young girls who making their way. The passing image of you reflects a pain to my heart, disappears in a crowd. Running from home, breaking ties that you'd grown, catching dreams from the clouds.
Well, Running from Home by Bert Jansch, and this is one of your own numbers, isn't it, Bert?
It is, yeah.
You write a lot of songs.
Quite a lot.
And when you sing in clubs, and you've done one or two solo concerts now, you do mostly your own songs, do you?
Mostly, not all. Do songs by various contemporary singers, the odd folk song, American English.
But you're not a Londoner.
No, I'm a Scotsman.
What about your instrumentals now? We'd really like to hear an instrumental from you.
Well, I've got one here. The wheel, it's called. It's supposed to represent the spinning of a very fast wheel.
Fine, well, let's hear it. Return visit to this program now from Frenessy Watson for another song. What's this to be?
I'd like to sing my version of a very popular song, which is called 500 Miles. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four. Lord, I'm 500 miles from my home. Away from home, away from home, away from home, away from home. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Hear the whistle blow 100 miles.
Frenessy Watson. Well, it's my turn for a solo now, as soon as I got sat down, because that's where I shine. And with the help of the Guitar Club group, here's a rarely heard theme that was written by Django Reinhardt called Fleur d'Ennui. Here's Tom Paxton again, and another song of your own, I think, Tom.
Yes, this is started out as kind of a poem and wound up as a song. It's another love song called I Followed Her Into the West.
I followed her into the West, where I had never been before, and never did she see me as I stood there helpless pass by her door. Each day my resolution rose, and every day an oath I swore. Tonight I'll stand and be a man. Tonight I'll knock upon her door. And shaved and pressed and cleaned and dressed, I'd start upon the quest once more, and each night ended as the rest. I could not knock upon her door. I paced my room and cursed myself. I swore that I would go no more. And as the sun was sinking low, I heard a knocking at my door. And standing there with food for me, standing there my heart's delight, who said, I thought you must be ill. I missed you at my door tonight. Now you must rest and you must sleep, your resolution to restore. And when these dishes you return, be sure to knock upon my door.
Well, that's it from Guitar Club for today, from our guests Tom Paxton, Frenessy Watson and Bert Jansch, and from our resident club group led by Ike Isaacs, with the second guitar of Ray Dempsey, the deep strings of Brian Bass Brocklehurst, the drums of Denny Pop Parade Piercy, and the vibes of Reggie Whale, the only musician I know who thinks a triplet is a very short journey. And so to this tune of our Guitar Club theme, this is Ken Sykora, hoping you'll join us with another group of visiting guitar celebrities at the same time next week and for the next 3 weeks of this run of Guitar Club.